Since it was discovered more than 90 years ago, a frozen world that has caught the hearts of millions of people can be found beyond the red planet Mars and past the powerful gas giants. This is a brief but accurate account of the exceptional man who found the cold dwarf planet Pluto. Clyde Tombaugh, who was born on February 4, 1906, was raised in Streator, Illinois. His family relocated to a farm close to Burdett, Kansas when he was 16 years old in the hopes of beginning a prosperous life on a fresh piece of property. Tombaugh appears to have always had a strong interest in astronomy, which his family supported. It is said that his passion in astronomy truly took off once he looked through his uncle's telescope and saw the cosmos up close for the first time. However, unimpressed with store-bought telescopes, at the age of just 20, Tombaugh taught himself how to make his own using hand-ground mirrors and farm machinery parts. Tombaugh skillfully constructed more than 30 telescopes on his own over the course of his life, but it wasn't until 1928 when he performed successful, in-depth investigations of Mars and Jupiter that his career in astronomy started to take shape. Tombaugh hoped the astronomers at the Lowell Observatory in Flagstaff, Arizona would give him feedback after receiving his astonishingly detailed drawings of Mars and Jupiter. However, the Lowell Observatory director was so taken with the drawings that he offered Tombaugh a job as an amateur astronomer and groundskeeper instead, giving him the opportunity to occasionally use the observatory's brand new photographic telescope in search of, among other things, the enigmatic planet X. Astronomers throughout the 19th century believed Uranus to be the outermost planet in the solar system many years before Tombaugh started his hunt for Pluto. However, they also thought that Uranus' orbit was being gravitationally perturbed by something, which led them to suspect that an additional planet had not yet been found. To demonstrate that there are still undiscovered objects in the outer solar system, Neptune was theoretically predicted in 1846 and subsequently observed with telescopes. But the riddle of Uranus's orbit remained unanswered. The ice giant may be affected by even another huge object, beyond Neptune, according to new observations. So the search for the alleged Planet X started. Using the observatory's camera-equipped telescope, which could take 2 pictures of the same area of sky on consecutive days, Tombaugh joined the hunt for the mysterious Planet X when he was hired back in 1929. Then Tombaugh analyzed the images using a tool called the blink comparator to check if any discernible modifications in the star patterns had taken place. The positions of the stars and galaxies are virtually unchanged, but brighter things that are closer to us, like planets orbiting the sun, can be seen by their motion across the sky. It took Tombaugh up to a week to look at every pair of exposures, since these unexplained things are difficult to spot because each shot was often coated in millions of light spots. Despite this constant difficulty, he eventually saw a difference when, after 10 months of stargazing, a massive, previously unnamed mass within our solar system was found beyond Neptune, moving in front of the far-off stars. These are the original photographic plates, dated January 23 and January 29, 1930, that show Clyde Tombaugh's discovery of what was then thought to be the mysterious Planet X and the solar system's 9th planet. The newly discovered Planet X needed an official name, just like the other 8 planets in the solar system do, so observatory workers sent out a call for suggestions on a global scale. The greatest suggestion was made by 11-year-old Venetia Burney of Oxford, England, who suggested renaming the cold planet Pluto in honor of the Roman deity of the underworld. A name that seems appropriate for the planet that is most distant from the Sun. Unfortunately, scientists soon realized that Pluto was too small to be the source of the anomalies noticed in Uranus's orbit, and so the search for the elusive Planet X began once more. For more than 70 years, Pluto was the 9th planet in our solar system. The International Astronomical Union then controversially downgraded Pluto to the status of a dwarf planet in 2006. Pluto's status has changed as a result of the identification of more objects of similar size in the Kuiper Belt, where Pluto is located. From a farmer's son to a promising amateur astronomer, Clyde Tombaugh eventually became a well-known planet seeker around the world. He was credited with numerous more discoveries as well, including hundreds of asteroids, a comet, and many galaxy clusters, before he passed away on January 17, 1997. However, even though Tombaugh's life had ended, his journey had only just begun. The amazing extraterrestrial probe New Horizons was launched by NASA only 9 years after Tombaugh passed away. A spacecraft that was intended to pass by Pluto and gather scientific data and close-up photos. But New Horizons wasn't alone. A little container containing some of Clyde Tombaugh's ashes, a remarkable act that permitted him to reach his planet, is permanently attached to the inside upper deck of the spaceship. The container has an inscription on it that reads, "The bones of American Clyde W. Tombaugh, who discovered Pluto and the solar system's third zone, are buried here." Clyde W. Tombaugh, 1906 to 1997, was an astronomer, teacher, punster, and friend. He was the father of Annette and Alden, the son of Annette and Murin, and the spouse of Patricia. Pluto and its moons were successfully passed by New Horizons in July 2015, making it the first spacecraft to ever make a trip to the far-off dwarf planet. The fact that Clyde Tombaugh made that difficult trip and that, despite not being able to view the magnificent close-up images that were sent back to Earth at the time, a small portion of him was able to travel to Pluto, the dwarf planet that he discovered and the dwarf planet that revealed its magnificent heart to humanity, is a heartwarming realization.